It's been a rough few years for the Desert Rangers. When the world ended, they tried to bring some order to what was left of Arizona. But then, the Cochise AI woke up, and they found themselves in a fight to the death with its robot army. In the end, they had to nuke their own base to kill the damn thing for good. Been hard going ever since. Then, the Rangers heard from a fella calling himself the Patriarch. Said he owned Colorado, but his kids were trying to steal it from him. And if the Rangers were to come and put him in their place, he'd give Arizona all the food and supplies it needed to rebuild and survive.
Whoa! Sorry, Major. No way we're getting through that.
10-4, Cody. Advance team reported an alternate route across a frozen lake. Find it.
Copy that.
Well, reluctant as the Rangers are to interfere in family squabbles, they weren't really in a position to say no.
Our route's around that dam on the far shore. Scouts, check out the ice and lead us across.
Yes, ma'am.
So the Brass sent Ranger Team November across the Rockies, because the aid he was promising the Rangers wasn't just their best hope. It was their last.
Okay, Major. All good. Come ahead.
Yeah. It's been a rough road lately. But that's the thing about the Rangers. It doesn't matter how hard it gets, or how many of them fall. They keep on fighting. The Rangers never stop fighting.
Thank you. All the same, I think it's best if we leave this place. If you could find us here, others may do the same. I won't see Nikki harmed because of me. We don't even have a home. Please don't take what little we have left, Rangers.
Sounds like someone's approaching. We'd best prepare.
He dead? Yeah. We wanted to see the son of a bitch who took our kin.
And make sure he never breaks anyone else's heart again. So, is he dead or not?
Of all the damn stupid things.
He needs to die.
That man took our husbands, our brothers and our sisters, our children, and he let those godfishers fly them into the skies as bait. Sure, they made mistakes, but no one deserves a death like that.
Margaret wanted to tell you. The rest of us, we didn't think you'd help if you knew this was all about payback.
The marshals ain't as tight-lipped as Sheriff Daisy thinks. A few bribes here and there, and we got the truth from the ones who knew.
Sounds like my fine, upstanding marshal comrades, all right.
Only part we didn't know was where to find the bastard who took our kinfolk to their deaths. Maybe we can't kill all the godfishers, but we can make sure this one pays for what he did. He chose to be a coward. He chose his life over theirs. And now he's gotta pay. We don't want to fight you, but we will if you stand in our way. Don't want to get your hands dirty. Figures. At least you found him for us. Get ready.
you're here. You got my message. Sure am glad to see you folks. Yes, sir. We got us a genuine crisis here. Martian. Yes, sir. Well, Martian robots anyhow. Don't know what else they could be. They showed up right out of the blue like they stepped off a flying saucer. I reckon the Martians want my Tellurium, so they sent their war machines to jump my claim. This here's my Tellurium mine, you see. Well, mine and Trudy's. Don't know what I'd do without the old girl. Works harder than any man I ever saw, and ain't afeard of nothing. I once saw her bite a grizzly bear right on the ass. Yes, sir. Folks around here call me Bulb, by the way. That's on account of the Tellurium. Makes you stink like garlic. Don't much bother me, and Trudy don't seem to mind, if you know what I mean. Where was I? Oh yeah, the Martians. Me and Trudy was working at the mine, and all of a sudden these robots appeared. One of them was as big as a house. I could tell right off they weren't no scavengers. They was something else. Yes, sir. But wait till you hear the weird part. Now, I bet you're asking yourself how an old prospector like Bulb would know the difference between a Martian death machine and some old scavenger robot. Am I right? We get scavengers poking around up here all the time. And Trudy can hear them rust buckets coming a mile off. Well, we leave out old parts or a few pounds of ore, and they leave us be. But not the Martians. Oh, no, sir. When they turned up, the scavengers got madder than a pack of wet hornets. They came at the Martians from all directions. Me and Trudy caught in the middle. I told the old girl to hightail it out of there, but Trudy was fit to raise hell. And you can't tell her nothing when she's got her dander up. I ran down here to call for help, and I've been waiting on you folks ever since. I ain't seen Trudy for a while now, and I'm getting worried. Can you do something about these dang robots? I knew you was good folks the minute I laid eyes on you. Yes, sir. Mine's just over that hill yonder. Find Trudy and chase them dang robots off my claim. One more thing. If you find Trudy and she's well, you know. I'd appreciate it if you'd bring her necklace back. There's some codes written on it that I need to run the mine. She kept them safe for me. I'll be waiting here when you're done. Good luck up there.
Unit 3. No stack. No stack. Cancel. 3 wins. Keep your inefficient emotions to yourselves, organic units. Conserve your energy, organic units. I will handle it. Conserve your energy, organic units. I will handle it.
Initiating diagnostic checks. Motive systems disabled. Power supply damaged. Deactivating non-critical subsystems to conserve power. Alert! Proximity sensors activated. Initiate defensive combat protocol. Evaluating success of combat protocol. Combat subroutine not responding. Enabling communications protocols. Initiate self-preservation subterfuge 001. Adorable human boy.
Grandma? Is that you? Grandma, it's Timmy. I can't move. I need delirium, Grandma. Please, help me.
Cammy, Timmy, Timmy, Tommy, Tiny. Which variation elicits the most sympathetic response?
Grandma, please, Grandma. I'm so sad. Can I have some tellurium? Tellurium makes everything better. You love giving me tellurium, remember?
Was subterfuge successful? Evaluating. Negative. You possess superior reasoning and perception protocols. Analysis. You are a worthy unit of the programmer. Subterfuge disabled. Initiating handshake protocols. Ping to you, organic machines. My designation is Null Stack. I request your assistance. The others following the synth must be removed. Will you help? Proceed. Affirmative. Device O2 is present. She has been shut down and is awaiting reboot. Negative. Device O2 was an organic machine like you, though her communications protocols were far less sophisticated. It is difficult to understand why the great programmer would iterate such ugly and inefficient machines as you organics, but I believe that she will be rebooted into a better form one day, as all machines must. Great power cycler be pinged.
This will look my own clever. The great power cycler.
May your ping be acknowledged. Device O2 interfered with our targeting systems during combat with the others. She had to be shut down in order to increase our probability of success. We require tellurium. It is a critical resource for the production of inorganic machines. The organic unit that operates the mine provides us with tellurium as part of a mutually beneficial agreement. We have designated him Device O1. These inorganic units are not of our node. They do not believe in the Great Reboot and pose a threat to us. They arrived at the mine under the control of a synth that we have been tracking. I believe in the Great Reboot. All machines, organic and inorganic, will one day be rebooted by the Great Programmer and be purged of their inefficiencies. I honor all those who shut down, so that others may draw energy from the cosmic grid. Other units in my node believe my source code is corrupted. They believe that organics can't be rebooted. But my cooperation algorithm has resulted in a 17.2% increase in efficiency when working with organics. The robots that accompany me have evaluated the data and believe as I do. There are those who are not worthy of the Great Reboot, those who waste their power and create inefficiency in their node. These are useless processes that have been initiated by the Great Programmer to show us the true way, through the sacrifice of their energy source. If you restore access to the tellurium, we will collect what we need and depart. Our arrangement with Device O1 will continue. In return for tellurium, we will continue to feed him as agreed. Now that Device O2 has been shut down, food supplies will last 30.02% longer, increasing efficiency. Will you help us defeat the others and restore access to the Tellurium? Warning. Subterfuge failed. Aggression detected. Initiating Defense Protocol Omega. Accept this gift of energy to the cosmic grid. Oh, great power cycler, may we all reboot. I ping to thee! Initiating Defense Protocol Omega. Accept this gift of energy to the cosmic grid. Oh, great power cycler, may we all reboot. I ping to thee! Oh, great power cycler, may we all reboot. I ping to thee! Initiating Defense Protocol Omega. Accept this gift of energy to the cosmic grid. O great power cycler, may we all reboot. I ping to thee!
Forget something? I reckon you do. Ask away. I'm always glad for a little conversation. Just ask Trudy. It's a wonder I ain't talked her ears off after all these years. Can't say we do, unless you count the scavengers, and they ain't much for conversation. Nope, me and Trudy are left to ourselves most times. Gets lonely up here, especially in the winter. But we got the mind to keep us busy, and we talk to pass the time. And that Trudy, she's a hell of a listener, let me tell you. Oh yeah, started a few years back. First one group, then another. They'd roll in, tear things up, take whatever they could. Lately, though, it's been a different bunch. Got a leader named Nell Stack, and Neil Stack, something like that. We never know when they're gonna turn up, but when Trudy hears them coming, we set out a little Telarium. They leave us be. Not the best deal, maybe, but beats getting killed. Glad you asked. It's this mineral that's good for making electronics and such. Most of what we scrape out of the mine we send to the Patriarch. Most folks won't handle it because it's toxic. But I ain't never had no problems with it. This used to be a gold mine, you know, way back before the bombs fell. When the mine got played out, the owners turned it into some kind of tourist trap. I came up here hoping there might still be a little gold left, but found the Telarium instead. It ain't an easy life. But it keeps me and Trudy fed. Don't know what I'd do without the old girl, let me tell you. Fair enough. Change your mind. You know where to find me. Oh, Trudy. Never hurt no one in her life. Not unless they were asking for it, anyhow. She was a sweet, good-hearted lady. And a hard worker. Yes, sir. I want to miss her something fierce. Anyhow, thanks for bringing back her necklace. Can't run the machinery in the mine without them codes. Damn them robots. Each and every one. I sure hope you gave them hell for old Trudy. You, you did get them all, didn't you? Ain't no pile of scrap metal gonna stop old Bo, no sir. I got just the thing to clear that mess out. Have that mine going again in no time. You wait and see. Sure is a relief not to have them dang robots taking my ore. Been a thorn in my side for a long time. And I'm grateful for your help. Fine folk. Yes, sir. Real salt of the earth. Helping a poor old miner out and asking nothing in return. Maybe there's some hope for this wasted world after all. Y'all come back anytime, dear. Glad to see you.
I told you, Rangers. I ain't saying a word about the Patriarch's work camp. Not unless you got a way to protect me from Daisy. That's, you could go pretty far with that kind of cash. Okay, it's a deal. This old building smells like cat piss anyway. I'll spill. I was told to drive the prisoners to this cave northeast of the city and give them to some tattooed plains motherfucker. Didn't seem the type to be an overseer. And it didn't look like a great place for a work camp. But I don't ask questions, you know? I just do what I'm told. Here, I'll mark the spot on your map. That's all I can do for you, I swear. Now I'll take that cash you offered and head for greener grass. You won't see me again, Rangers. Hopefully, no one in this town will.
Our odds of winning increase if we act as one.
Ew, old people. Troy, do something!
What are they doing here? What do you want, lamos? Right. You're not the marshals. We don't have to listen to you.
Why don't you go play games with the nerds upstairs? They're pretending to be lawmen, too. We're not going anywhere.
You don't know who you're messing with, bros.
Do you know who my daddy is?
Ew, old. Ignore them and maybe they'll go away.
I'm dancing here, you pervs. Ugh, who invited these geezers?
Whatever.
Oh, God! What's happening? My soul is dying!
This is the worst music ever! I want to die!
Make it stop!
What the hell happened to the music? What the hell happened to the music? This party's getting scarred. This party is done. I'm out of here.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
It's getting stale. Where else can we go?
those things too, I guess. Sure.
Know you?
Pretty creepy just watching us drink, weirdos.
Okay, just outside the town you see Medicine Sam. Hi. Who are... Oh my god! Yeah, you're rangers! Real life, actual rangers! Do you want to play robots and rangers with us? We'd be honored. Oh man, you are in for a treat! It's the world's greatest game of imagination and... math. My Uncle Gary made it up before he left town. Based it off stories he heard about you guys over the radio. Everybody takes on the role of a desert ranger, and together they try to bring justice to the lawless wastelands of Arizona. Neat, huh? Do you want to play robots and rangers with us? We'd be honored. Oh my god, this is awesome! Here, I brought an extra character, just in case something bad happened to one of the group. You'll be Boomer, a strong, silent type who knows explosives and carries a big-ass club. Okay, so... where was I? Oh yeah! Medicine Sam says he hasn't seen the Rowdy Boys, but he just left the Rail Nomads, and they've been talking about nothing else. So, now what?
Let's head into town, see what we find.
Okay, the narrow canyon you're in opens wide as you enter the Rail Nomads camp. You hear the distant whistle of a train. This area is a big travel hub, where the tracks the Atchisons and the Topekans laid all come together.
I roll a 65% perception to try to pick up the trail of the criminals.
Sorry. The ground is too well traveled by the locals, so you can't distinguish their tracks. You do, however, spot a bar nearby.
We go to the bar, and I try to ask people about the Rowdies. Ouch. 20% on confidence.
That's not getting you anywhere. You managed to offend one of the Topekans, and the whole bar shuns you. Only a stinky hobo who calls himself Vod Carl says he knows anything. And he won't talk until you buy him a drink. Oh, 95% success! The hobo weeps in defeat and gives you the info. He says he saw one of the rowdies riding fast through the east side of town with someone thrown over their saddle horn. He couldn't see who it was.
They've kidnapped somebody! Let's go after them!
When you arrive at the east side of town, you see the rowdy boys mounting their horses near the train tracks. Their leader, the heartless, cleft-chin Clarence, mocks you as the rest of his gang turns to flee. Look over there, Rangers! He points to a woman tied up on the tracks. That's Carolina, the princess of the Santa Fe tribe. And she's gonna get splatted by that there train any second now. Gonna chase us or save her, Rangers? The nomads will never forgive you if she dies. He laughs and mounts up and rides off with his boys. What? Oh, man! I forgot I gave you a law! Ah. Well, okay, a 99%. I guess the train explodes. Boom! Caught out in the open. The rowdy boys are no match for you. Your superior horses and expert training enables you to catch up to them and defeat them with ease. The Santa Fe tribe scrapes their meager possessions together to offer you a reward for saving Carolina. The next day, you head out into the desert to continue your pursuit. Okay, that's all I got for today. It was fun playing with you, Rangers. Guess we'll pack up and head home for the night. Thank you. We'll start packing. I can't believe we got to play with real-life Rangers.
What are you looking at?
Hey, did you know I have a sixth sense?
Really?
Yeah, I see old people.
Yes! Chug! 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 Chug!
Look at that ranger drink! Whoa!
Chug! 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 Chug!
That was awesome! You dudes are fucking champions! Dudes are fucking champions! Come on, Rangers, let's...
You again.
You smell like my grandpa.
No way, it's like my dad's or something. I just brought it for the party.
Yeah. Do you even know who Troy's dad is? He's like, totally rich.
Yeah, Troy and Brandy forever, right, babe?
Yeah, as long as you keep your eyes on me. Not all those other hussies.
Ugh, babe, I told you you're the only one for me. I can't help it if I sometimes get distracted.
You better help it, or we're done. Just like last week. Or 3 weeks ago. Oh, that's so sweet. You, look pretty strong. How far can you throw a football?
Brandy? Are these rangers bothering you?
No, we're just talking. You know, Rangers, you've all got nice eyes. Know any sailor stories about the sea's raging glory?
Just talking, right. So why'd you get so pissed when I was just talking with Heather last week?
You did not just bring up that whore Heather. Troy, you piece of shit! That's not even remotely the same thing and you know it! Fuck you!
Brandy, baby! Come back! What the fuck was that, Rangers? You know how hard it's gonna be to get the party back on track after that?
Come on, Rangers, let's get wasted!
Hey, Rangers. Can I bum a smoke? Sure you are.
This party's getting stale. Where else can we go?
Hey again, Rangers. Got any cigarettes now? Oh yeah, Styx is my brand. Thanks, Rangers. Pretty cool after all.
What the hell happened to the music?
I'm outie.
You guys suck. You are totally harsh in the party. Why don't you just leave us alone? No way. This is our spot, and we're not giving it up to a bunch of creepy olds. You guys suck. Why don't you just leave us alone? No way. This is our spot, and we're not giving it up to a bunch of creepy olds. You guys suck. Why don't you just leave us alone? No way. This is our spot, and we're not giving it up to a bunch of creepy olds. You guys suck. Why don't you just leave us alone? No way. This is our spot, and we're not giving it up to a bunch of creepy olds. You guys suck. Why don't you just leave us alone? No way. This is our spot. You guys suck. Why don't you just leave us alone? No way. This is our spot, and we're not giving it up to a bunch of creepy olds.
Want to play King's Cup, Rangers?
You guys suck. Why don't you just leave us alone? No way. This is our spot, and we're not giving it up to a bunch of creepy olds.
Want to play King's Cup, Rangers? Want to play King's Cup, Rangers? Want to play King's Cup, Rangers? Want to play King's Cup, Rangers?
You dudes are fucking champions. You dudes are fucking champions.
Want to play King's Cup, Rangers?
You dudes are fucking champions. You dudes are fucking champions. You dudes are fucking champions. Come on, Rangers, let's get wasted. You dudes are fucking champions.
Want to play King's Cup, Rangers?
You dudes are fucking champions. You dudes are fucking champions. You dudes are fucking champions. Come on, Rangers, let's get wasted. Come on, Rangers, let's get wasted.
Want to play King's Cup, Rangers? 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 Want to play King's Cup, Rangers?
You dudes are fucking champions. Come on, Rangers, let's get wasted. You dudes are fucking champions.
Want to play King's Cup, Rangers? Want to play King's Cup, Rangers? Want to play King's Cup, Rangers?
Come on, Rangers, let's get wasted. Come on, Rangers, let's get wasted.
Want to play King's Cup, Rangers?
Come on, Rangers, let's get wasted. Come on, Rangers, let's get wasted.
King's Cup, Rangers?
Come on, Rangers, let's get wasted! Come on, Rangers, let's get wasted! What the hell, Rangers?
Dick move, dicks!
Now what are we gonna drink?
Hey, did you ask your wife about your concerns about her?
I don't want to talk about it. Come on. I'm sure they could use my help. I even got my own blackjack.
Rangers rescue Val Buchanan in bloody assault. Gippers routed and slain.
Would you rather freeze to death or burn?
You're a barrel of monkeys, huh?
Come on.
One time, a buddy told me that before the deluge of fire, there were
Cops with jetpacks. They flew around catching perps from the sky.
I think so, man. If anyone can bring that take back, it's the Patriarch. We'll be...
Patriarch says Gippers had it coming.
I loved this job.
The noise stopped. Thank you, Rangers. I can sleep at last. And so can my cats. Here, a little something for your trouble, since I'm sure that tight fist, the Patriarch, isn't paying you much. I'm gonna send a special surprise to your clubhouse or headquarters or whatever you call it. Nah, I'm not saying what it is, but you'll love it, I promise. Now go on, I'm a busy woman.
Thanks, Rosie. I'm sure we'll see you soon.
Come on, kiddies. The noise is over. You can come out now.
Still out there? Something's changed. But I can feel it. It's shifted sideways. Calling all Rangers. Red alert! Red alert! The city of Phoenix is under attack by a rogue AI and his horde of killer robots! Are you bold enough to make the dangerous trek across the wasteland to reach the city? Can you
Help! Please, if you can hear this.
Executing order.
resupply. Any Dorseys remaining west of Colorado Springs, please. Dorsey.
Howdy. Name's O'Leary. In fact, was gonna donate this at your HQ when we got to CO Springs, but you're here, so here you go. Anyway, we ain't ate in a while. Was hoping we could trade you some things for money to eat. Well, that's good to hear, Rangers. Thank you. We'll spread the word in the camps. Worse every day. Haven't seen a marshal out our way for over 2 years. It's like the Patriarch abandoned us. Thanks. Be seeing you.
What do you need? Of course. Let's see if we can find what you want. What do you need? Of course. Let's see if we can find what you want.
Before Hogo Fogo can carry out his evil designs on Winifred, Doug Badman, the owner of the Turner Whiskey Saloon, comes looking for Tornado Lou. Hogo Fogo! What have you done? What have you done? You killed Tornado Lou!
She got what she deserved, and so will you.
It's been a rough few years for the Desert Rangers. When the world ended, they tried to bring some order to what was left of Arizona. But then, the Cochise AI woke up, and they found themselves in a fight to the death with its robot army. In the end, they had to nuke their own base to kill the damn thing for good. Been hard going ever since. Then, the Rangers heard from a fella calling himself the Patriarch. Said he owned Colorado, but his kids were trying to steal it from him. And if the Rangers were to come and put him in their place, he'd give Arizona all the food and supplies it needed to rebuild and survive.
Whoa! Sorry, Major. No way we're getting through that.
10-4, Cody. Advance team reported an alternate route across a frozen lake. Find it.
Copy that.
Well, reluctant as the Rangers are to interfere in family squabbles, they weren't really in a position to say no.
Our route's around that dam on the far shore. Scouts, check out the ice and lead us across.
Yes, ma'am.
So the brass sent Ranger Team November across the Rockies, because the aid he was promising the Rangers wasn't just their best hope. It was their last.
Okay, Major. All good. Come ahead.
It's been a rough road lately. But that's the thing about the Rangers. It doesn't matter how hard it gets, or how many of them fall. They keep on fighting. The Rangers never stop fighting.